G'day legends, welcome back to Property Unlocked, the series where I share real client scenarios and the unique combinations that help them unlock the door to home ownership. Everyone's situation is different, but the whole point of this series is to show you what's really possible and hopefully give you a bit of confidence that you can do it too. Alright, today's combo is a good one. I work with a single mum, just her and a young son, and she was on a full-time income of around $130,000 a year. Now, she had a $12,000 credit card limit, which wasn't a deal breaker at all, because if we needed to, we could have reduced it or closed it entirely to boost her borrowing capacity. She'd also managed to save about $30,000, but here's the cool part. We only needed $19,000 of that for the deposit, which was around 3% of the property price. She ended up buying a 2-bedroom unit in Melbourne's eastern suburbs for about $600,000, perfect size for her and her son. The real game changer here was using the family home guarantee scheme. It allowed her to buy with less than a 5% deposit without paying lender's mortgage insurance and without getting slugged with a high interest rate. And because she didn't have to put every last dollar into the deposit, she was able to keep some of that cash aside for the important stuff, moving costs, new furniture, setting up the home, all the things that people often forget about. Here's the part I love. Before we spoke, she had no idea this was even possible. She thought she'd need a bigger deposit and needed to keep saving for a few more months whilst property prices were almost certain to go up. We had our first chat at the start of June. A few days later, her application was lodged. She was pre-approved, found a property, got fully approved, all within about a week. And a little over a month after our first conversation, she was holding the keys to her first home. The big lesson here is this. You don't always need a massive deposit to buy your first home. Sometimes the right scheme or strategy can bridge the gap and get you into the market far sooner than you thought. You just need to know what options are out there, and that's where having a good mortgage broker in your corner really matters. And that's a wrap from The Roaming Broker. Over and out.